All right, Brutes, how's it going? 19.2 is a repeat of 16.2 with a small difference. So the first two sections, you guys get 8 minutes to complete that work. Now, just starting with that, I think a lot of you guys are gonna look at that and be like, oh, I can take my time, no big deal. Don't take your time, have a sense of urgency. I would actually use the 4 minute like it was in 16.2. Understanding that you have a buffer, don't get your heart rate up too much, but really attack those first two rounds because those are the easiest rounds, and then you can also buy yourself time this year a lot more than you could have in the previous year. If you haven't done 16.2, well, this is a good one. This is one of my favorite workouts. It's got toes to bar, double unders, and full cleans. Pretty simple and straightforward, and I hope you guys have been doing your strength work that I've been giving you. So let's look at it in a little bit. We're gonna do 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and then 15 full cleans. Round two, 25 toes to bar, 50 double unders, and 13 full cleans. The weight increases, okay? So for men, 135, 185, 225, 275, and 315. Ladies, check the loading for your standard. Also, check your age category. Now, before you guys get going on your warm-up and your workout, you wanna make sure that you set up your camera. Please do that first. Set it up, set up your station, have everything ready before you start your warm-up, and then warm up. Now let's talk about setup. So moving on to setup, I want you guys to do your best to set up where you like your pull-up bar. So I like the tall pull-up bar, but I also like this crossbar. So I'm gonna set up my station here on these two bars in case I have to jump up and start doing singles. I'm a little bit closer to this bar. This is where I'll start, okay? If you notice, I have my chalk bucket right here. So I do my toes to bar, my chalk bucket, and then I have my jump rope. So I can step forward, pick up my jump rope, double under, and then place it back down. I can turn into my cleans, okay? So the first set of cleans is pretty light, all right? You guys want to do it in this manner, okay? So I'm gonna show you a set. So I come off the double unders, and I'm gonna step up to my bar, and I'm gonna short stroke the clean. So I'm gonna almost reverse curl it into that squat, have that pattern throughout the movement. Stand it up. You can touch and go or do singles. But again, fast under, short the pull on the lighter weights. So again, this way. That's gonna save you some time, it's gonna save you some drive. Finish those cleans pretty quick. All right, so if you guys notice, I put my weight belt over here. So when I get into the heavier cleans, it's high up, I can breathe. I can put my weight on while someone's loading the weight, have this on, ready to go on the heavier weights. Once I've done my heavier weights, I'm gonna keep this on in the workout now. So I loosen it up, push my belly out. So set up. So that way you have the best advantage, you feel comfortable, everything's really tight, so you don't have to think too much. All you have to think about is going from one movement to the next. You guys wanna gain time in this. It's 20 minutes, you can get through the workout, and it's gonna all depend on your clean and how heavy you can clean and how many repetitions. If you have a good CP battery, go for it, okay? Do work. That short stroke in the clean, do it as long as possible. Go to singles as soon as possible. If you're a beast, go right ahead, touch and go. But singles, not having that eccentric is gonna save a lot of your midline low back for the toes to bar. So just think about that. Also, toes to bar. Do not be afraid to go into singles. Here, one, turn, jump, toes behind you, turn, jump, right? Arch it, okay, turn, jump. Or if you're comfortable, just go up and down. So here, one, jump. Behind you, jump. Just make sure those heels get behind the pull-up bar so you don't get a no rep. But go to singles as soon as possible. Have a plan. If you're gonna do 15 and 10, great. 25 unbroken, great. Whatever that is, figure it out beforehand, start with it, and as it goes away, be quick to change to either singles or 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, whatever it is for you and where you're at, okay? Same thing on the double unders, breathe, relax. It's gonna be hard, but catch your breath. 50 isn't very many for a lot of you guys. If it is, just go as many as you can, quick, rest a little bit, quick. If you trip, don't stand there and do this. A lot of athletes, they'll trip on the rope and then they're like, and they're like trying to center themselves. I don't know why people do that. Just pick up the rope, go right in, right away. Sorry again, you trip. Just step over the rope, take your breath here, and jump right in, okay? You cannot waste time standing there thinking about your double unders. Just breathe as you're readjusting the rope and go. That's gonna be huge because a lot of people will stop, they'll look at the clock. You're losing time, okay? It's a race against the clock. If you're wearing grips, I would wear the grips toes to bar. Keep the grips on your hands if you're comfortable with that. If you have never done it, don't change it now, but grips on your hands for the double unders, because I see people who will come off the toe to bar, they'll take their grips off, they'll turn them, take them off, turn them, get on the double unders, then they're flapping in the wind and it hits the jump rope and messes up your double under. So keep them on your hand, double under, put it down, then take them off for the cleans. Big thing, judge. If you have a good judge or someone who's going to help you, this is what they want to do. They're going to have a separate scorecard. It's going to take, when you finish the toe to bar, write down the time. If they're super good, they're going to write down the transition time from the toe to bar to the double unders or any resting that you have done. Write down how long it takes you to finish the double unders, transition to the cleans, how long it takes you to do the cleans, transition back to the toe to bar. Now, that's a lot of writing, a lot of numbers, I get it. That way you know how each section takes you from start of the first toe to bar to get to the next movement, okay? Meaning starting the next movement. That is crucial in redos. When you guys go to redo, if you don't have those paces down, you don't have those times and the splits down, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out how you're gonna go faster. I don't know how many times athletes have told me, I'm just gonna go faster, or I'm gonna go harder. It's like, okay, what does that mean and how are you gonna do that? And if you don't have these paces, it's gonna be really hard to have a conversation about where you'll make up time and where you're actually gonna go faster. Videos, please email me or True Coach me your videos. Use WeTime or WODProof. Those are gonna be super helpful. They condense the video, so it's a smaller file to send to me, and then I can check that out. And what I can do this weekend is review them on Saturday for you, and then get back to you with some notes. If you could take a screenshot of your scorecard with the split times and include that as well, that's gonna help me out a ton to create a repeat strategy. This workout is definitely one for repeating as long as you guys can withstand the volume of double unders. I know some of you guys can't jump too much. It's too much on your calves and Achilles. I get that. So right away, when you're done with your double under workout, time is called, you finish the workout, you hit all the reps, you're gonna go for a light walk. You're also gonna roll out your calves or mash them out with a kettlebell, okay? That night, you wanna get some icy hot or deep blue, some compression on them. Okay, you want to get these guys to relax so you have an attempt at a second. Because with that 8 minutes now, I think a lot of athletes are going to finish this workout, where we didn't see that before because they had to rush through those first 2 rounds. And for a lot of these good athletes, guys, they're not going to have to rush through these first rounds. They're going to have urgency, but they're just going to breeze right through it and rack up time, and you're going to see a lot of people finish this workout who in the year prior, in 2016, did not. Okay, so we're looking at a repeat for this event for almost all of you guys. Okay, again, send me your videos, send me your scorecard with all your splits. It's gonna be helpful to me so I can give you some feedback and have a good time. Get after it, think about what you're doing and how you're gonna break it up. Think about your grip, how you're gonna have your grips, where your chalk's gonna go, where your belt's gonna go, where your camera's gonna go. These are all big pieces outside of just doing the cleans, the double unders, and the toes to bar, okay? If you have any questions, please send them through True Coach or text me if you got my number, and we'll talk about it, all right? Good luck.